YouTube, what's happening? It is Wednesday, February 12th, and we're going to talk about the NBA. There are 15 games today. Literally every one of them I'm playing today. You can see all the games out there for us. So it's going to be a busy slate. It's going to be a long video. We got a lot of things to look at. But first, we got to recap yesterday because it was what they would call a good day because every play you see is green. All of them. Toronto, New York, Hardaway shot 6 threes, only made 1. Bane came up with 32 PRA. New York, Detroit, Memphis moneyline parlay hit. Some of you even put Toronto in the moneyline parlay because I said that it's a good chance it might hit based on the numbers, the way it looked. And what happened? Toronto actually won the game. Just so you know, Toronto, New York, Detroit, Memphis, if you put those 4 together parlay, I believe it was 35-1 I saw out there. So yeah, if you took that, congratulations, you had a great day overall. Because I know some people did because they tagged me in the tickets. And hey, good stuff. 5-0 yesterday, 6-1 the day before. That's 11-1 the last 2 days of the NBA. The board is doing, the numbers are doing their job. Everybody's staying in their averages. Nobody's going outside of it, which is great for us. So if you want the plays typed out so you can see every single thing that I play every single day for every sport, all you got to do is go over to the HQ, or if you want access to the spreadsheets so you can do your own research, you got to go over to the HQ and sign up. The HQ website is right here. Bam, there it is. So enough of that. We have 15 games. We're going to break the games down, see if we can find some value and keep the green streak going. So let's go ahead and jump to the first game right now. Now, for those of you that are new here, let me explain how we do things around here. We look at every single game, we break it down, and we look at something like our spreadsheets here, and we look for how they've been doing recently within the last 10 games. We break those down. We look at their ranks. The ranks, green is good, red's bad. Pretty obvious stuff, right? The more of a difference in the number, the more of an advantage a team has. So for instance, look here at San Antonio, Boston. We see Boston's number 3 is shooting threes on, that's their 3-point shooting percent is this, but San Antonio's 15th in here. This is a pretty good advantage for Boston. Now, if you have something that's really close, say like 1 and 2, there's no advantage there because they're about the same in the rankings. We follow this. It's been working great in both sports. This is how we do it because I know people are going to ask because I get new people here every day. So we do this, we look at everything, and then we make our predictions there, and it's been working great. We want our players to stay within their averages. We don't want them to be way above it or way below it. Just do what you've been doing. If you do your averages, we tend to win. That's all we care about. So that's how it works on these sheets. So let's go ahead and jump into that first game, which happens to be the San Antonio-Boston game. But when we do these, we actually look at their depth charts and everything too. So first game is going to be Boston 8.5 at home, 233.5 is our total. Let's go over here to the depth chart and see who's playing, who's injured, things like that. We want to make sure we find, make sure we know who's going to be in the game. That kind of helps, things like that. So looks like San Antonio starting 5 is all there. Nothing out the ordinary there. Depth chart for Boston, Drew's out and Jalen's day-to-day. We'll see if that's an updated thing. Let's see, you're out Wednesday, which means you're going to be out till after the All-Star break. You got to remember, All-Star break this weekend. Some players don't care right now. They just want to get to the break. This is their job. They want to take off for the weekend and enjoy themselves. I mean, we think of them as athletes getting paid a bunch of money. Yeah, they are. But for them, this is their 9 to 5. This is their everyday. So, they want days off too. Some of these players don't care. This is work. They don't want to go to work. We know Jokic is one of them. So, oh man. So Jalen's question, well, I'd be shocked if he does play because just let him rest for like a week. He's good. So pop back here. Let's look at our numbers. So 4-6, 7-3 last 10 games. You can see what they've been up to. 10 versus 2. So it's San Antonio 2-point offense versus Boston's 2-point defense. So they kind of cross each one. That's why they're in little sections. Each one crosses each other. So 10 versus 2, 18 versus 22. 10 versus 2 is an advantage to Boston's defense. 18-22, since it's only 4 spots, it's a push really. Anything 5 or less is a push. 6 through 15 is like a slight advantage. Anything that's 15 or higher is a massive advantage. And occasionally you get those unicorns where it's like, oh, they're first in the league versus the last in the league. Oh, I love those. Those are great. So you can tell it's going to be a good day for the green. So here, 5 or 16, 3 for 15. Both teams have advantages when it comes to shooting threes. 3-point prop might be something we might want to look at. I wouldn't look at anything in the 2s. You can see their efficiency, their ratings. You can see Boston versus San Antonio. San Antonio's defensive rating is not that good because their defense is kind of struggling. It all adds up together. So yeah, I wouldn't take San Antonio plus 8.5 on the road. I would lean Boston at home by 8.5, but let's go to props, see if we can find a better option out there for us. This is Outlier. Link in the pin comment. You click it, you sign up, you get you a week for free. Let me hit a refresh, make sure I got the most freshest numbers. And then I picked the right game, which is going to be Spurs Celtics. open it up, and then we have everything organized, sorted by our last 10 games, which correlates with our sheet with last 10, so we can kind of keep the two in track. So I'm trying to update the sheet so I can have last 10 and last 5 to match this. That way it's nice. But it's hard to write it's a lot of code, and I'm doing a lot of coding. So, and I don't code. So this is it's a new thing I'm learning. So we got Stephon Castle. We got Porzingis. Unders have been paying money when it comes to these potential blowouts, which anytime you see an 8.5 spread or higher, that could probably be a blowout. Yeah, double digit for sure. 8.5 at home against San Antonio. We'll look at Tingus Pingus, see what he's up to. 100%, 80%, those are good numbers, good solid numbers. That's good history. It's all Tingus Pingus. And okay, that's something. Let's see. Horford just stands around a lot. Usually we could look at him. Let's look at Castle. He might do something. He balled out last time, I believe. It's, man, 100%. So he's been under 5 straight games, really. So this is PRA. So he is literally, he is capped in 27-28, doesn't he? He is right there, except for the couple games he popped off. Now we want to look ahead to head. How's he done against San Antonio? He played them once on New Year's Eve of 2023. That was a long time ago. So it's been a while since he played San Antonio. So this wasn't even Wemby. Wemby's in the second year. This was nope. No, this is Wemby. This was Wemby. Okay. Yeah, I see 23 and I get confused because we're 25 now. Oof, where's time gone? Wow. This is not a bad play. He's averaging 29. It's 30. It's not the best play. I like to be a little bit different on the app. I want at least 2 or 3 wiggle room, not just 1. So we might leave that alone. Castle, how you been doing? 24 average on a 17. That's pretty damn nice. He's been balling out. He has not played Boston. He is playing Point, who man, he's been doing good. I might take this because even if it's a blowout potential, he's going to play a good bit. How many minutes is he getting? That's a question. Let's look at his minutes. His minutes are all over the place, but hell, even when he's doing good. That's good. He's like, when he does good, he does great. So it's like, okay, so we're going to have a couple sweats in there, but then so we can go unicorn under and anticipate a blowout. But if we think it's going to be closer, we could go Castle and anticipate, a good game. So, and this is even with how many games has Fox been there now? That's another question. Where's Fox? How many games have you actually played with the Spurs? That might help a lot too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You played 4 games with the Spurs, and here are your 4 games or your PRAs. You see what you've been up to. Castle still balled out for 33 in that game, but nothing in the first game. That's fine. Oh man. I think I'm gonna take Castle 17.5. I don't think Boston blows them out. So first one, we're gonna take Castle over 17.5 PRA. If Brown's out, I think Porzingis is going to be the number 2 option, and I think Brown's going to be out. There's no reason they play him today. There's no reason. So I'm going to take Castle. You could take Boston. You could take under Tingus Pingus, but that's what I'm going to take next. All right, game 2 in the dock is going to be Charlotte and Orlando, and we currently see Orlando is 12.5. Whew, that's a lot. 203.5 was our total. Let's bounce over here to see Suggs is still out. Suggs will be back after the All-Star break, right? It says doubtful. Yeah, he ain't going to play. Let's see. In Charlotte, LaMelo's out, and we hit LaMelo under last time. I don't know what's wrong with him. I have not seen updates. Mark Williams is back. He still is out. The Abate got injured. He left. So, yeah, they're having issues. So, it's not exactly the most stacked team. And then Orlando also figured out how to play basketball last game because Banchero came back to life, and he had like 30 points, and so did Franz. So, yeah, the 2 stars did their thing finally. So, this game is absolute shit show. Let's be honest. That's what it is. 2-8, 3-7. You can see the offense is bad. Defense is good. Let's see. 30 versus 20. 30 is the worst you can get. You can't get lower than 30. So let's see. 30 versus 23 is a defensive lean. Orlando. 25-28 is a push. 17-24 is a Charlotte offensive lean. 29 versus 1 is absolutely hilarious. That is Charlotte 3-point defense. Orlando doesn't shoot many threes anyway. So, but good luck. Don't take an Orlando 3-point prop today. Just don't do it. Never do it, really. You can see the ratings, defense. Under might be a good play in this one. Let's see what the under is. It's 203. I didn't even notice that when I read it. Well, that comes out to 209, and that comes out to 220, and the total's 203. I almost want to take the over out of principle. Like, you're telling me in today's NBA, in this economy at 203? Bro. You're telling me Charlotte's not going to score 100 points? That's what you're telling me. That's exactly what it's saying. I don't know. Let's go to props. Let's see what we got. We got Golga. Banchero, yeah, we can look and see what he did last game, which was pretty good. We got a whole bunch of garbage, like all these 60s. I don't like taking, no, if you, 60% means you only did your job in 3 of the last 5. You did your averages, which means you went outside your average. We don't want that. We want consistent players. Like you saw Porzingis last one, you saw all those we like that, but we want a little bit more of the, we want the line to be a little bit more forgiving, and it wasn't. So, Goga again, Goga under, Banchero. What do we have? Banchero, Caldwell Pope under 3s. Really? All right, I'll look at it. Sure. Nick Smith, 100% last 5. He's been playing a lot recently, so we'll actually take a look at him, see how he's been doing. I'm curious by this one. Yeah, someone's got to score for Charlotte. It might as well be him, right? How many minutes is he playing? I bet his minutes have ramped up. Yeah, they've ramped up in the last 5 games. Now LaMelo's out. He's the shooting guard. Yeah, I could see him continue to shoot. I can definitely see that. Yeah, his minutes have gone up. This might be a good play. Over. What about his rebounds? He occasionally gets rebounds, but 20 and a half, he couldn't get their last game. I don't like it as much now. Caldwell Pope has hit 2 threes and 3 of 10. That's not good enough for me. I want at least 1 of 10. I want somebody who is like frigid. That's how cold they are. Frigid, Arctic cold. Banchero figured it out. 31, 6 and 4. Actually balled out. Nothing is screaming take Orlando 12 and a half. That's for damn sure. Nothing. If anything, I'm leaning Charlotte plus 12 and a half because are we trusting Orlando to do you have back-to-back good games? You had one good game. Look what happened. You went right back to shit right after that. So I don't know. Head-to-head against Charlotte. Let's see. This was last year. Last year you were doing great, but then you kind of struggle against Charlotte, don't you? Who guards you? Is that Miles Bridges playing defense? I don't know about that. Oh no, Miles Bridges shutting you down? Josh Green shut you down? Come on, no. All right, yeah, I think the smart thing. I'm gonna do this. It sounds crazy, but Charlotte's gonna be led by Miles Bridges and Nick Smith and Josh Green, and I'm taking Charlotte plus. There's nothing that tells me to take Orlando 12 and a half, and 12 and a half is ridiculous in this one. So, because look at the numbers. Everything is the same. If anything, it leans Charlotte a little bit in all these numbers. So we're going to follow the numbers. Yeah, Orlando has the studs, but Orlando's not playing great. So give me Charlotte plus 12 and a half. No props. Next. All right, next up is going to be Indiana and Washington. And look, I know some of you are shaking your head after the last play. You're like, Charlotte? Oh, no. If you don't like a play that I take, don't take it. Simple as that. Hell, go against it if you think Orlando's a play. By all means. Just do your own research and make your own decision. Don't just blindly tail somebody because they're taking a play. So I get plenty of people say they take some of my plays, mix it with their plays, and then make money, which, hey, that's all we care about. We're just trying to make money around it. That's all we want to do. So anyway, I'll say that a bunch of times. So moving on to Atlanta and Washington. Indiana and Washington, Atlanta. Let's see. It is Indiana 9.5 on the road. 239.5 is our total. Let's look over at the depth chart, and we can see the numbers there. Middleton, Alex Sarr, Smart. If they're out, just assume they'll be back next week after the All-Star break. Simple as that. Indiana, Turner's out. He will be back out. I saw that he will be back later, but then they got other people. They'll be fine. Let's see. Tyrese 0 for 17. Halliburton's playing good deal. That's what we want to see. 6 and 4, 3 and 7, 4 versus 11. That's an Indiana advantage. 19 versus 20 is a push. You're pushing against Washington, really? 26-20, that is an Indiana defense advantage. 24-28, another push for Washington. The ratings are better for Indiana, clearly, but Washington's not playing too bad, even though they're only, the 3 and 7 last 10. 2 of the fastest teams in the league, too. That's kind of crazy. Let's look at the props, because right now, those numbers are not telling me to take Indiana minus 9.5. So we're not taking a side, and I'm not putting money on Washington. I'm sorry, I can't. We might have another game like yesterday where they're down 50 at half. Chicago. Oh, look, a Jordan Poole under. I took this last week, and he dropped 40-something points. Let's see if he does it again. Thomas Bryant. Who the hell? Pascal. Let's see. Tyrese Halliburton. There we go. I just joked on him. I should take it the way he's been playing. You see, he's not been playing great. Points, assists has not. Remember last year when this dude was like popping out 15 assists a game because he couldn't be stopped? And now, look, dude, those games where he can't even score now. It's like, what the hell? Like, so we have twofold here. If Indiana plays like they should play, this could easily be a blowout. When you have a spread of 9.5, that's like, whoa, watch out. Blowout potential. You never know. So if he does have blowout, he's not going to play much. We know this. That's what the Stars do. They don't play. You're going to play half the third. You're not going to play the fourth. We get it. Cool. He could pop off for a bunch of points, but then again, he could. We'll see. He is pretty consistent against Washington right at 30. And then all these, this was not a blowout. That was a loss to Washington last year. And this was a 143 to 120, 23-point win. Ugh, man. Okay. That's a potential. I don't like it. It's a potential. Thomas Bryant balled out last game, which I don't like to see all of a sudden. Why are you trying to all of a sudden randomly ball out against New York of all teams? Like, what? What? Jordan Poole, yeah, he went right back to not balling out. I took his under one time, and it was this one right here, and there we go. Yeah. Does he do it again though? Does he do it again? So how do you do against Indiana? You tend to play well against Indiana, so we'll leave you off. You know, it looks good. This is what the hell? Did your minutes pop up or something? Your minutes did go up to 32. Does make sense with Turner out, which means you're playing more, which means, yeah, we're going to leave that alone too. And then Halliburton's not looking great. Now we got 15 games. I'm going to pass on like 3 or 4 of these games because there's nothing that looks good. I think this is one of those games. So I'm going to take a pass here. I don't like a side or total. The props are too close. Let's pass next game. Our next we got Philadelphia and Brooklyn, and we can see it is Philly by 2.5, 213.5. They just lost yesterday against Toronto at home. Now they're on the road to Brooklyn. Not exactly a big amount of travel, but still travel nonetheless. Back-to-back with travel is never good. So we can see depth chart. Let's see what we got for these two teams. Yeah, I believe it when I see it. Ain't no shot in hell. Dude played yesterday. He ain't playing today. MB don't play back-to-backs. Nice try, ESPN. You ain't getting me. That's why the spread's 2.5. They know he ain't playing. Yeah, Nick Claxton's out. Yeah, okay, we see. All right, let's look at the numbers. See what we got. 7 versus 4, that is a push. 28, 26, a push. 13-6 is a Brooklyn lean, and 30, the worst 3-point team, which is normally Wild. It's normally Orlando. See, they're normally 35 for the season. They're just kind of struggling recently. And that is a Philly lean. So 2 defensive leans, nothing else for us. So I don't like a side or a total. Because Philly is just not that good of a team, let's be honest. Paul George is not what he used to be. Maxey didn't have a single point till like the third quarter or something like that. I think he had 2 points at halftime. It was something crazy. Embiid doesn't play back-to-backs. And yeah, no. No. Maybe it was a prop. This is looking like a pass, but if we got a prop, we might find something. Maxey, Russell under 22.5 PRI. Really? Are you not playing that well? Really? As a point guard? Really? Keon Johnson looks like he's been balling out for him, though, so that's good. Oubre under 3s. Are you? Brooklyn is 6 in 3-point defense. I can rock with that one. I like that a lot all of a sudden. Okay. Yeah, he's 21 on a 22 is not the best, though. That's not even 1. So Keon, 20.2 on a 16. He did nothing in the last game, which is, I mean, look at that score, 89 to 897. What the hell? That's that 1997 score right there. Whew, minutes. Your minutes are still kind of, they went down a little bit. So why? You must have been, did you have foul trouble? Did you? No, you didn't have foul trouble. What the hell? I don't know then. All right, whatever. Oubre has not hit a 3 in back-to-back games, which there's going to be people on Twitter like, oh, look, he hasn't hit one. He's going to go for 6 of them. Like, pump the brakes. Like, come on. Like, yeah, he's averaging 1.14 on the season. Head to head, this season he was hit 1 in this game. Oubre is playing. Who's guarding Oubre? Oubre is being guarded by Keon Johnson. Okay. So we got this. I like Keon here. I think he could do something. I like Oubre under. I don't like Russell. We get rid of Russell. So if anything, I think I'm going to take Keon. What's your PRA? 20. Let's see, 13. You get rebound. You get more rebounds and assists. I don't know. This is kind of like Castle with San Antonio. I kind of like the way it's a nice bump. I think I can work with this. What about points assists? 16.5. Oh God, no. No. Yeah, you need the rebounds. You need your rebounds. Okay, we're just gonna go rebounds. Points, rebounds. That's like 4 different. 16.5. He's averaging 20.2. Last 5 he's averaging 21. I am okay with that type of setup. So Oubre under's not bad, but I'm gonna go Johnson. So K Johnson over 16.5 PR, just points, rebounds, because he's been doing good at getting rebounds. Let's see if he continues to do that, because he had a bad game. Maybe he bounces back like he did here. So we'll take that and move on to the next one. All right, next up we got Cleveland and Toronto. We see Cleveland is a 2-touchdown favorite on the road. 236 is our total. Oh my goodness, that's a big one. Let's look at the Strus is day to day. Everybody else is good. Toronto is out, out, out. Even with these dudes out, they still beat Philly yesterday. Now, do I expect them to beat Cleveland today? No. No. Well, I say that. Let's look at the numbers, see if they make sense, because Toronto's still doing decent. So let's see what they're up to. Number 1 in offense, though, versus number 4 in defense. That's funny. 3 versus 13 is Cleveland. That's a fairly big lean. 27 versus 5 is Cleveland. 1 versus 2. So the number 1 3-point team is going up with the number 2 defense, 21 versus 8. So we have 3 leans. Yeah, we got 3 leans for Cleveland and a push. So 1 versus 3, offense versus defense. Their offense versus their defense is not fair, though, because I don't care how good your defense is. If you can't score, you can't win. You need to score points in sports. If you can't score, you can't win. Sorry. So, and especially basketball, if you can't put that, you can't put the ball in the hoop, you can't win the game. So we're not taking Toronto today. No, they did good yesterday. They did their job. The plus 9.5 was beautiful, but plus 14, not for this one. No, this is Cleveland all day. Now, Cleveland 14 seems high. It seems a little high, but there is 100% blowout potential here. So, let's look at something. Usually, now, double-digit road favorite, that doesn't sound good. That tells me to leave this game the hell alone, but we're going to look at the props first. We're going to see if there's anything good standing out. If I pick the right game, that might help. Hey, there it is. All right. Okay. Mugbo. Okay, we'll look at Mugbo. Grady Dick hit some threes. I took that a couple games ago. That was nice. Garland hit a couple over on threes. Well, Toronto's number 2 in 3-point defense, so I don't think I want to take Cleveland over 3-point prop. You know what I'm saying? Garland. Let's see. You under. What else we got? Strus, Scotty Bonds. Yeah, man, oh man. A lot of unders. All the Toronto ones are under and the Cleveland ones are over. That's hilarious. That just tells you how the games have been going recently for these teams. Mogbo didn't even exist, and all of a sudden I'm here. Just okay, we're gonna leave that alone. That's a stock. It looks like a stock price, and just you want to jump on. All of a sudden it's going up. All of a sudden it's gonna get rug pulled and back to nothing. Meme coins, I swear. Grady Dick actually hit 3 threes in the last game. He was so good at not hitting 3. Man, now he's back. How does he do head to head? He's covered the line twice against Cleveland. Okay. No, we're going to leave that alone. And then Ajba, how the hell you say that name? Yeah, 9.8, 13.5. Not bad. Not bad. With all the injuries, though, I feel he's going to play more minutes. How's he? Yeah, his minutes have ramped up, which means his numbers have ramped up, which means he's closer to this line instead of down here. So I think with such a big spread, and you see the props, they're there. This is another game that we need to leave the hell alone, because who knows? Cleveland could be up 40, and who knows? Toronto could win the game. That crazier shit's happened. So this is gonna be a pass. We're gonna take a pass and just move on to another game. All right, next up we got Atlanta and New York, and we're sitting on New York 7.5, 239.5 is our total. Let's look at the depth chart. OG is still oot. Atlanta, Trae Young's day to day. We'll see what happens there. Minji's probably going to be probable or questionable. No need to look deeper into it. 4-6, 8-2. New York is playing great. Cat played amazing last game. Let's see what the numbers are. 6 versus 13 is Atlanta. 12 versus 27 is New York. 15 versus 5 is Atlanta. 20 versus 25 is a push. So the numbers are kind of leaning us. New York 7.5 is not making sense based on how they're playing recently. Even though the 8-2, the numbers aren't the best. So somehow they're winning games. So. Interesting indeed. Props it is. Dyson Daniels over rebounds assists has been crushing. Mikal Bridges could not hit 3 to save his life recently. The Rook has been playing pretty good. Who else we got? Josh Hart under rebounds assists. Oh, I could never do that to Josh Hart. He's a walking triple double when he wants to be. And under rebounds assists for Jalen. Jalen just not passing or not rebounding. Okay, so we got some unders. Now this could be a blowout. You know, if New York is very random. They could win by 50 or lose by 20. It just, who knows? It could be against anybody too. It could be Washington for all we know. So, so he's hit this 3 times and 9.7 on a 10.5, and that's doing a lot of heavy lifting on that 9.7. That was a 20. That was a lot. That was 19. This is more. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. Hart. Ooh, he's close. I don't like how close that is. We're gonna take him off. Then we got a little Rook. I kind of like how the Rook's playing. Oh, look at him go. Zahiar. Yes. Against New York? Well, no. First game against New York, you absolutely balled out. Second game against New York, you disappeared. Fouls? Were you in foul trouble? No. Did you play? You only played 17 minutes though. Wonder why. I wonder why. How many minutes you playing recently is the question. Your minutes are all over the place, like a little man. I like it. I like it, but I don't know if I love it. So it's 12 and a half. It's 14. It's a PR. It's a PA. What's a PRA? You barely get assists as it is. You're more of a rebound dude. So what's your points, rebounds? 15 on a 15, 16, 5 on a 17. Ah, man. Points, assists. That's, man. 9-7 on Brunson, not to get rebounds, assists. Don't like it. Anything else on here we could take? I really don't. Oh, Bridges. Forgot about Bridges. Under threes. Let's see. Atlanta's 3-point defense. It's fifth. It's fifth. We could take this. How does he play against Atlanta? Oh, buddy. Well, that was all last year. He's played 3 games this year, 2-1-1. So whoever's guarding him is doing pretty damn good. Bridges plays the shooting guard. It's Dyson Daniels guarding him. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I'm doing. We're gonna trust in Dyson Daniels. We're gonna go Bridges. Under what? 2.5 3 points. Dyson, lock him down. Lock him down for us, buddy. You can do it. I have faith. So we're gonna take Bridges under 2.5 threes. You could take the rook if you wanted to, if you want to take it over, but yeah, we'll say Bridges not to hit some threes, even though he's done. Yeah, he's done. Come on, Dyson, lock him down. We'll take that next. Next up, we got Detroit in Chicago, and let's see, where is that? There it is. There it is. It is Detroit 6.5 on the road. 236.5 is our total. Look at the depth chart. Lonzo's out. Everyone else is there. They weren't there yesterday because they had 29 points at halftime. They ended up with 90, so they had like a crazy second half, but it was all bench dudes, let's be honest. Detroit, you can see what they did. Yep. They just played yesterday. So are they playing? Hold up, I gotta check. Are they playing the same location, or did they swap locations because they're so close to each other? No, they're just playing a back-to-back literally in Chicago. So they played yesterday. They had that ass whooping. Now it's back on the court. Let's try again. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. That is we saw yesterday. You see the numbers. Obviously, I'm not taking. This is one of those ones I don't want to touch at all because you saw what happened yesterday. Chicago got a little bit of embarrassed. A lot of people posting. I was one of them posting how bad they were. Detroit whooped ass. Yeah, Detroit's good. 6.5 points back to back. You think? If you ever play ball, you know it's hard to win back to back on back to back ass whoopings, especially when they just whoop your ass in their own building. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll show props, but I'm personally passing on this. But let me show you some props. This is one of those like situational ones we're leaving the hell alone. So look at all the green blocks because we're expecting something to happen and it's all over. Yeah. This is sketchy right here. So when you see the same dude multiple times, a bunch of overs, that means his line's been lowered and multiple lines got lowered. I could take Hardaway under threes again. That was great. Because Chicago, yeah. No, we're just gonna pass. No, we're not touching this. Next. All right, next up, Sacramento, New Orleans, and we can see it is. There it is. Sack by 5, 238.5 is our total. Let's bounce over here. McCollum's day today now. Everyone else is supposedly playing. We'll see if that's true. Sacramento, everyone's playing. Good deal. Let's look at the teams. Last 10, 4-6, 1-9. Sacramento's struggling a little bit with the new pieces on the team, but it makes sense. You got to gel. It takes a minute. So they're shooting they're back to garbage from 3 though. So that is Sacramento. That is Sacramento. That is New Orleans slightly, and that is New Orleans damn big time. Okay, so New Orleans to hit 3s all day, Sacramento to hit 2s all day. So that would be Sabonis inside. That would be probably Murphy outside hitting 3s, I'm guessing. So prop it up. Let's see what we got. Jose Alvarado under Monk. Let's see. Sabonis hit a 3. Alvarado again. Why does he keep popping up so much? I guess he pops up that much. Let's see what he's up to. Levine, Williamson, Zion. What else we got? Keegan to get some rebounds, assists. We'll look at it, sure. McCollum to hit 3s against Sacramento. Yes, but he is banged up. He might not play, which is okay though. Oh, yes. What? And this is his games against Sacramento. His history, last 6 games, he loves playing Sacramento. All right, we're gonna roll the dice with McCollum. If he doesn't play, it just gets voided out, which is fine. But we got to take this, right? Look at it. He loves playing Sacramento. See, McCollum over 2.5. 3 colas. And Murray, that's way too consistent. The line, that's great if the line was like 9 or 6, but not right on it. I'm sorry. So And Alvarado popped off like two. What? Yeah, no, we're taking this McCollum 3-point barrage. Hopefully that comes. Hopefully he plays. So if he doesn't, no big deal. But and I know the depth chart doesn't tell us anything probably, so it never does. So your day to day, which means that's not what I wanted. Injuries, personal. It's personal. He might play. He might not. We'll see. I'll risk it though. I want to make sure I can get something in because he has lines everywhere. All the books have lines, which is great for him playing. So you see DraftKings, FanDuel, DraftKings, MGM. Yeah, everything's there. So we'll take that next. All right, next up, we got Milwaukee and Minnesota. That's hilarious to see these two teams. These were two teams that were reported or offered Luka first. But like Milwaukee had to give up Giannis and Minnesota give up Ant, and both of them turned it down. Supposedly, we'll see if that's true or not. But anywho, we have Minnesota 6.5, 224.5. Let's pop up here. Let's see, out. Well, day to day, out. I mean, the day to day is probable in my mind. Out is out though. Let's see, Milwaukee, Giannis. No, Giannis will be back next week. Dame is now hurt. Well, if Dame doesn't play, who's going to score? Brook Lopez is going to shoot 17 threes probably. That's going to be funny. 3-7 versus 7-3. Minnesota's obviously playing better. Minnesota 6.5 is probably, see, that is a push. That is a push. That is a push. That is Minnesota from 3. The rating leans Minnesota. I lean Minnesota. I lean, especially if Dame doesn't play. I definitely lean Minnesota then. Let's see what else we have number-wise. Taurean Prince, 9.5 over. He is crushing this line. Okay. He's hitting threes. Minnesota's defense is here. Lillard 40.5. So Lillard, my God, let's see. Let's take a look-see. Kuzma under rebounds, assists, and then Conley threes. I'm not taking Conley to hit threes. Have you lost your mind? Yeah, he barely hits it, but I don't care. I'm not no, Mike Conley in 2025? Hell no. Kuzma in 2025? Unders might be a play though. It is Kuzma. But he do sometimes. Sometimes he gets it. So I don't like it though. Let's see, Lillard. Is there an update on Lillard? Let me look. Lillard hamstring is listed as probable. A hamstring? I could see them just have him sit out. It's the last game. I don't think they're not one of the 4 teams that play tomorrow. I don't think so. Who plays? I mean, 4. There's 10 teams tomorrow. No, Milwaukee does not play tomorrow. I can easily see them just resting him today. So I think the Taurean Prince line is actually looking pretty damn good. All right, Taurean Prince. Wow. Okay. How you're stepping up? You're just playing more because Giannis is out? What the hell? Look at your minutes. No, your minutes are always there too. You've just been playing great. What's your PRA? Once you throw rebounds in the mix, it does not go well for you. So you're more of a points guy. Yeah, you're a points guy. So Taurean Prince to get 8 points, or to want Minnesota to cover with maybe a banged up Damian Lillard. I think I like Minnesota. It sounds odd. I know. We're going to the numbers. Everything's leaning pretty much the same except for this. That worries me. That defensive rating for Milwaukee. Then you take out Lillard. You ain't got Giannis. So now it's just a talent mismatch too. So we're gonna end the Minnesota's at home. Give me Minnesota 6.5. Now if half the Minnesota sits out too, well, I won't be stuck. But hey, whatever. If you don't like it, don't take it. So we're taking Minnesota. You could take Prince if you like that over. Outside of that, next. All right, now we have a game in Miami and Oklahoma City. First thing I thought of when I saw this game was yesterday, Chicago. This is the first thing I thought of. I don't know why. Instant thoughts. So where the hell is it? I just saw it. There it is. It's hidden. It's 13.5. Oklahoma City at home. 219.5 is a total. Let's look at the depth chart. Chet is now out. He is getting rest today. They've announced this. His unders have been great. Good job, buddy. We knew he'd be on minutes restrictions, and he's been coming in clutch. Very nice. So he's off today. He gets a nice break before next week. Miami Hero is probably out today as well. I'm guessing illness. Yeah, I can't. Why rush him back? There's no point. You are 25 and 26, and you're not going to be Oklahoma City. Let's keep it a buck. You ain't doing it. So numbers. Let's look. 22 versus 1. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. 5 versus 10. That's a push technically. 27-25 is a push. 14 versus 9 is a push. 3 pushes. Now, I said it before, if you can't score, you can't win. 28 offensive rating. I don't want to back anybody that cannot score, because if you get down, think of it like Army football. Army gets down, they're done, because they just can't do anything. Because if you can't really score, your offense doesn't work that way. You need to be in the game or in the lead. And Miami's not built to come back. It's just they're not. So yeah, no. Not with a 2-touchdown favorite either. No, my God. Let's look at the props. Any props here? Unders will be this is a blowout potential. We want to look at unders. Over all these damn overs, my God, because the line has been shifted down because they anticipate blowouts as well. Yes. 14.5. We want some crazy huge lines like Shea over here getting massive lines. Yes. Now, man, head to head, 36, 43, 29. He's averaging 37. It is 37. Okay, no, not taking his. You points assists. How about PRA? 25. No, there's got to be somebody we can take advantage of. We can get it under. Bam's been balling out recently. You know what? This might be one of them passes because we don't see anything worth an under. We're not taking any overs in this game. That's a damn sure. None of the Miami overs because all the lines have been shifted down, which doesn't help us on the under. We want to OKC under. Okay, under rebounds assists could be a move. Bam threes, hell no. Jamie Jacquez under half a three. Dude, no. Oklahoma City's 25th in 3-point defense right now. Oh, hell no. All right, if it ain't this one, and that one still doesn't, he can still pop off. Was that a blowout? Yes, that was still a blowout. They won by 34 over Sacramento. He still popped off for that. So I don't trust. I don't no. So I think we're gonna do a smart thing. It's a 2-touchdown favorite for a reason. 14 points is a lot of points. So Oklahoma City, Miami, pass. Next game. All right, Phoenix and Houston, and we can see it is. Gonna scroll. Where's it at? There it is. Passed. It is Houston 6.5, 224.5 was our total. Let's look at the depth chart. Fleet Sengun. Everybody's there for Phoenix. Good deal. Numbers 15 versus 18 is a push. That is defense for Phoenix. That is a push, and that is Phoenix. So 2 defensive for Phoenix. The Rays are a push. That's a push. So I don't like either side. No matter what, it could be 1 point. I wouldn't like either side in this one. There's nothing screaming take a side. So that's a pass all day on that. Props. So we have any good props? Let's look. Grayson Allen do some stuff. Grayson, Eason under, Amon under 32.5. That's a lot. That's a lot. Jalen Green under is a lot. How have they been playing? Let's see how they've been doing recently. You're averaging 31 and a 33. You're averaging 31 and a 32. I don't like either one of those. That's really close. Let's look at Eason. Let's look at Grayson Allen. See what he's been up to. We take Grayson Allen, do something good. Eason, man, he was right there 4 games in a row. I don't like that either. Grayson is balling out a little bit, it looks like. Wow. Even rebounds assist. My God, hello. 4.5 on a 7 average. That's pretty good. 13. I think I like this better, even though he had 3 last time. How's his minutes? Yeah, he only played 20 minutes last game. That's fine. You probably had foul trouble, didn't you? I bet you did. No? Yeah, 8.9 rebound chances, 5 points. That's a lot of chances. That's a lot of chances. I do like that. I do like that a lot. I don't see this being a blowout. This should be a close game. So I do like this a lot. Grayson, but I don't really want to take a bench dude, to be honest. TBH, don't want to do that. What else we got? Then we got Durant under 9.5. How did you do last game, buddy? Because yeah, I said it last video too. I said we've been getting 10.5 unders. They've been doing great, except and they bumped it down to 9.5 now because they're catching on. Pretty soon they're gonna keep it at 9.5 because 8.5 was too low because he averages 9. Is what he does. 8.7 hits. Yeah, under might be a good play. Could be. How's he do against 16 and 10 against Houston 2 years ago? My God. And then it gets lower and lower. We're not touching that. No. I think I'm gonna take Grayson Allen. This sounds funny. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't like taking a bench dude, but hey, he plays and it looks like he plays hard. That's what you want to see. 4.5. That's all we need. So we're gonna go Allen over 4.5 RA. How's your PRA? How's your points? Nah. Just get the RA. There you go. Let's do that. Take those two. Well, this one. We'll take this one next. Next, we got Portland and Denver. Let's see what we got is Denver 11.5. By so many double-digit spreads today. That's wild. 232.5 is the total. Let's look at the depth charts. Portland a depth. Ayton's out, so that ain't good. Grant's still day-to-day. Denver, everybody's good except Porter, right? The hell? Why is everybody hurt? Huh? I'm not liking it so far. 1 versus 23 has Denver all day. 25-6 Denver all day. That is Portland all day. Denver has the worst 3-point defense. Interesting. So puts Portland all day from 3, Denver all day from 2. Those two cancel out, and that leans Portland. Portland 11.5 maybe. 7-3 versus 7-3. Portland maybe. Portland might be the move here. Hold up. Everything, yeah. Denver's defensive rating is not good at all. Theirs good. They can still. They're above their average. That's not bad. Portland 11.5. Huh. Okay, now I'm liking it, especially if Denver's got all these people out day to day, banged up. Very nice. Let's go over here to the numbers, see if anything looks good. Let's see if we can kind of peek at what they're doing. A lot of overs and okay, we got overs and unders for Denver. Donovan Clingan, no. I'm not taking Clingan. Denny's all over the place. Sometimes he's great, sometimes he's not. I took Portland against Memphis, what was it? Minnesota, and they whooped ass for like 55 minutes, and the last 5 minutes Minnesota whooped their ass so bad they won by like 10. Oh man, 7. You know what, I'm going with the numbers. We're going Portland, baby. We're going Portland plus 11.5. Is that 11.5? It is 11.5. I like that. I'm getting 11.5 in a game where you see the numbers and it's like, okay, if Portland hits their threes, which they should eat all day against Denver, it should be a good, yeah, and Denver, yeah. Everything else is, this is a close game. There's nothing that stands out. So, yeah, say Portland plus 11.5. Next. All right, next up, we'll make this one quick. It's LA and Utah. That's a pass for me. I'm just not, I don't like this one because we don't know how much Luka's going to actually play. And you see the numbers, 8.5. They should do that, but come on, who knows? Look at the depth chart. Sexton's out. Then you got Luka. He might be out. They might let him rest. Who knows? We don't know anything. Let's look at the injuries. You're out Wednesday. You're probable. No one cares about you. You're probable. You're questionable. See, too many questions here. We don't know. Numbers wise, it's literally LA all day, LA slightly, LA all day. So it should be LA, but then who knows what's gonna happen? Like LA should do something, but then Utah could easily just mess around and win the game. So let's go. I'm not taking props on this one. If anything, I'm just gonna take LA to hopefully they all play like they're supposed to and they just whoop ass. That's what should happen. But we'll see. Clarkson hit some threes, Reeves. You can see all the props there. I'm not taking props. We'll ride the numbers and assume everybody plays. So we're going to take LAL minus 8.5. This is what it is. This is a quick and easy one. I don't want to mess with props in this one, especially when you have so many mismatches here. 5-2 versus 20-29. This should be a 30-point, 20-point blowout easily. Utah doesn't have the horses to keep up. Sexton's out. LA's got Luka back. Even if he plays half the game, it's still better than anything that Utah could ever have. So yeah, we'll take LA to crush. And hell, even some of their bench players might be better than some of the Utah players. So just saying, maybe Reeves comes out and drops 40 on himself today. No, we'll see. That's it. Next. All right, next up we got Golden State and Dallas, and we're sitting on Golden State 5.5. 233.5 is our total. Let's look at the depth chart. Gafford, Davis, PJ all banged up, obviously Golden State, and nice and healthy. So they got Butler playing the 4 with Moody playing the 3, huh? That's interesting. Okay. And Buddy playing the shooting guard. Okay. And Draymond's playing center. That is a small ball lineup for sure, is it not? Hey, if it works, it works. They're 6-4. You can see that is a Dallas lean. That is a push. That is a Golden State lean. That is a Dallas lean. With the bad thing is their defense is bad, but they can keep it close because they can shoot. So, let's look at the numbers. Look at the props. Draymond under. Oh man, under. That's okay. Exum under. Let's see. Let's see. I think Exum got some people out. Yeah, Exum got people last game. Yeah. Well, Draymond under looks pretty nice. How does he do against? He likes playing Dallas. I don't know why. He just does. He just does well too. And these were both this year. These are both literally this season. That's not something I want to partake in. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're gonna get away from that. Let's see. PJ over. Draymond, Jimmy under. Man, Jimmy balled out. I don't know if I want to go against Jimmy. Jimmy loves his new location. He loved Golden State. Yeah. First, yeah, he's played 2 games. He's done great both games now. So he had a 31 and a 35 PRA. I don't think so. No, PJ, what the hell, bro? What is this? You're banged up. I'm not going to take that. I think this is going to be one of my another pass, believe it or not. Draymond, PJ. I'm not taking Draymond. I'm not taking PJ. I'm not taking Jimmy. I'll take Jimmy over, but I need to see more than 2 games, see how he's doing. I don't particularly lean Golden State 5.5 because Dallas has better statistics. So yeah, I think this is gonna be smart. This is a pass. We need to see what happens. Move on to that last game. All right, last game, Memphis and LA, and we currently have it. Well, you can't see it. Let me help you make it where you can see it. We have LA 4.5, 237.5 is our total. Look at the depth chart. Everyone's there for LA, which is great. Memphis, same story. Very good, very healthy, nice. Numbers 8-2, 5-5. Memphis is playing great. 13-9 is a push, 9-8 is a push, 12-6 push, 4-19 is Memphis all day from three. They also have the advantage offensively because of that. Rebounds is great. It's a pretty good matchup outside of the 3-point for Memphis. So I don't like Clippers 4.5. Really? I'm already leaning Memphis. Let's see. This is a lot of numbers. A lot of overs for Desmond Bane, huh? Why is his number so much lower? Because he just hit this yesterday. Like, let's take a look. What are we thinking? Because his number was literally, it was this yesterday. It was 30.5, the same number, and he hit it again because he just keeps on doing great things. That's what he does for us. Desmond Bane is a walking cash cow for me. I've hit so many of his plays this year. I might just take that. Let's see what else we got. Kawhi under. That's always fun. I don't see this being a blowout. I see this as a great game. I see both teams doing great. It's NBA. Anybody can blow anybody else. It was the first one. Is Bane. PRA. It was right there. I looked down here. Let me see. Anything else in here I want to take? Do I just go back to the well and take Bane again? Because he gets rebounds now. He gets assists still. His assists have fallen off, but look, do it at 14 and 20 here. So, come on. So, man, oh man. I think I'm gonna run it back. We're gonna go right back to Bane again. Bane over 30.5 PRA. Back to the well. Exact same line, exact same setup. Let's do it again because he's good. He is so underrated. I swear. So if he doesn't hit. Cool. If he doesn't, I still be like, hey, good job, buddy. You've won so many tickets for me. I appreciate you. So that's all the games. That's 15 games. Let's go back to the schedule real quick. Take a look-see, shall we? That is everyone. Now look, keep in mind, look at the schedule coming up. We have 5 games tomorrow, then we have All-Star Weekend. And there's no games for a hot minute, like a week, which is going to be weird. But hey, so you gotta be, if you don't like plays today, be cautious. Be very cautious. If you don't like it, don't play it. Because otherwise, weird shit could happen today. Weird shit could happen tomorrow. And then they're off. They're going to have their break. Now, when they come back, things will get back to normal. They'll be focused on the playoffs. The ones that aren't will be focused on Cabo. You know how it goes. So, enough of that. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing, if I overlook something, or put a parlay down there. Because I don't have a parlay. No parlay today, sadly. I don't have that many money lines. I have one spread, period. I have a lot of props today, so we'll see how that goes. But other than that, like I said, drop a like, subscribe. Go check out the HQ if you want access to the spreadsheets or the plays I put out. There it is right there. And other than that, we will see you tomorrow for the last day before the NBA All-Star break.